this week looking like for me. Look at that. What's that behind me? Hello? Hey, Prime. Turn that down, man. All that refrigerated. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Z, Simply Trucking, and we back at it live again. We back at it live again. What's up, Prime? I see you. I see you. Hey, by a show of hands, who is sick and tired of this rain? I am. Yo, it's been raining for the past 2 weeks. This is going on my third week in flatbed, and I am extremely, extremely satisfied. I'm excited and I am satisfied. Listen, we on a load right now. I've been trying, y'all, forgive me, to get a load while I'm recording, and just pretty much how Maverick does it in the securement industry. The Maverick Way. As you can see, my tarps, it's all right. You know, I'm gonna turn it around. As you can see, my tarps is all right. So what I have under here is, you know what, I'm gonna keep it a surprise. We just gonna go to the delivery, which is in North Carolina. I picked this up out of Granite City, Illinois, and we're heading over to Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm gonna show you what's underneath it, and I'm gonna show you the securements and how they secure this load. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we just made it to my delivery up here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. As promised, I said I was gonna show you the securement and the load, the commodity that was underneath it. So let's get to it. I'm gonna untarp it. As you can see, it's still tarp. I'm gonna untarp it first, and then I'm gonna go through the Maverick way of securement, chain on chain. All right. So my load was 5 pre-coated, skidded steel coils. Maverick's policy is still on steel, obviously. You see chains going across. So I had a 9800 one and another 9900 one. Obviously one chain equals 8,000 pounds. So I put my 2 heaviest on the front and end because my trip chain count as a securement. This trip chain right here, which is a block and chain over the top, going in my number 1 hookup. Then I have a chain going across and my number 1 hookup. I had 2 chains. This was over 8, so I had to put 2 chains on this one. 1 chain going the number 1 hookup, another chain going in the number 1 hookup. This one was under 8,000 pounds, so I only needed 1 chain, which is my number 1 hookup. This one only needed 1 chain, which was my number 1 hookup as well. On the top, you'll see some timbers going across that require that to be to alleviate the rain. Obviously, I was in the rain all this week, and they didn't want rain to sink in the hole up top of the coil. Another trip chain up here, block and chain, which it pretty much counts for the weight distribution. And then they have a coil pad to protect the paint. So I have 5 of these, and hopefully that help you out with the, well, not help you out, but I was just showing you the Maverick way. All right, let me get this unstrapped so I can get on my next load. So I see Maverick want to test me. Okay, Maverick, all right. All right. I accept your challenge, man. I accept your challenge. Wait till I show y'all what they didn't gave me, man. Another day in trucking. All right, so about to get up here. So I got 5 bundles, right? This one was 50 foot. These 3 were about 40 foot. Typically, they want like at least, I think like 2 feet over the dunnage, but I had to, you know, go based on my 50 foot. I had to measure off my 50 foot. But needless to say, I got 5 bundles. One was 50 foot, one was 40 foot. Gross weight was about 48. Maverick typically do length or weight, whichever one comes first. Each chain is about, it pretty much represents 8,000 pounds. So I was at 48, and so I wanted 7 chains. So I got 7 chains. But here's the thing about this load. They didn't come with blocking in between the middle. They come with blocking in between the middle. So to alleviate it from shifting left to right, up and down, Maverick does a belly wrap. They want the 2 ends to be belly wrapped, no, at least a minimum of 2, at least 2. The rest can be belly wrapped 1 time. However, I had 7 chains, so what I did was I belly wrapped this one, and I wrapped this one, and then down there is the same. On the end, I belly wrapped the number 1, and I belly wrapped the number 5. Now I have to focus on these 2, the number 2 and the number 3. So what I did was I went to my second row, is I belly wrapped this one, then I belly wrapped this one. Then I went down to the other end and I belly wrapped number 2 and number 3. So now all I have to do is, I'm sorry, number 2 and number 4. Sorry. Now all I have to worry about is how I'm gonna wrap my number 3. So what I did was I went to my next chain and I belly wrapped number 5 and number 3 with it. And then with this one, I just did the 2 ends again. Then I went to my next chain and I belly wrapped number 1 and 3 together. So what that does is it causes it to, say for example, if you get into a hard break, right? Shoot. And these slide up. Your headache rack is pretty much a stopper. But because of the securement, the belly wraps chokes the steel, causing it not to move forward and causing it not to go backwards. All of which had number 1 hookups on the rub rail, and I'm just pretty much going to show you that. So this was a number 1. The other side mirrored that. This was a number 1. The other side mirrored that. This was a number 1. The other side mirrored that. I see a lot of guys, they go around the state pocket and secure these lows. One thing you can look at is, I know a lot of people don't really care, a lot of truck drivers don't care, but these can break off if the chain is underneath. It can literally rip it up, versus being in the state pocket, it's pulling towards, so it really can't rip off as much as it can, you know, if you have the chain underneath and you going in a loop-de-loop kind of figure. But yeah, this is the securement, this is the load. It's going up to Washington, and I'm excited about the next load. Yo, real quick. I hope you guys enjoyed these securements and me explaining. Again, I'm trying my best to invest in a GoPro that will allow me to actually show the securement, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. But I do hope you guys enjoy the explanation of how Maverick does their securement is still on steel. But this is what blew my mind. So the other day I was driving on an expressway on the interstate, and I seen TMC. So as I mentioned in my other video, I said that Maverick had competition. It was just, you know, I was joking, but I do feel like TMC is up there when it comes to following the rules and regulations and securement. The securement, tarp, all the other stuff is on point. So with that being said, I seen them hauling hazmat totes. Now, mind you, that's what I used to do. I used to my last company, I was hauling hazmat, and you know, most of the hazmat loads were in totes, liquefied hazardous materials, and these big clear totes. I seen TMC hauling the other day. Now, Maverick, I'm gonna tell you this now, man. I've been trying to convince y'all to get on this hazmat load. If you do, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Hands down, I'm your guy. Let me in, and we're gonna go ahead and go fishing, man. But anywho, but Maverick is on another level, man. They got grain. They are in grain now. I don't know if you travel through North Little Rock. They had a grain trailer, so I don't know if they're getting in tune into that industry. But needless to say, at the end of the day, I know Maverick, some people may think Maverick have high standards, but I love it. Again, my advice to you when it comes to this trucking industry, find your rhythm and succeed in it, because that's the only way you're going to succeed, is when you find your rhythm. Trucking is not for everybody, but that's my advice to you. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. What flows good with you? It's been 3 weeks for me, man. It only took me 1 week to find my rhythm, and now I'm killing it. I'm killing the game. I'm killing it. But anywho, until next time, peace, favor, joy, love, and happiness unto all you that are out there. I'll holler at you. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah.